Hey guys, Double Jack here, and today is the third and last video with Kira Yoshikage. Kira Yoshikage, of course, the normal Kira, not the Kawajiri Kira. Now, it's got a few things that we've already learned from scans, but there are some interesting things as well, and there's one thing I really like about this. But anyway, let's get into the talk for as always. He just wants to live a peaceful life, that's all he wants. A serial killer wants a peaceful life. I never heard that before. So, as we know, Killer Queen can blow things up and turn people into bombs, turn things into bombs, and there's a lot of interesting things with him as well. There's a lot of, there's a lot of stuff with him actually to do with bombs, and the best part is the fact that to throw a bomb, or to set off a bomb is R1, like that, how good does that feel? Like, you know, to actually, you know, just go like, I know there was like a way in All-Star Battle, like when you're playing, but mostly it was like, it was doing different types of moves, whereas in this, it's a simple press of the R1 button, which to me, it just feels like a bomb, like, you know, just setting up a bomber like that. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back into it. As you can see, let's start off with it, of course. He's really strong, really up close, but you can also stay a little bit back. You've got different moves like where you can flick the coin that turns into a bomb, blows them up. You can actually attack them, and then you press R1, there we go, and you basically blow them up when they're attached with the bomb, just like an All-Star Battle, except here it's just the R1 button for your style action. There we go. So you press R1 and you set one, you press R1 again, boom, blow it up. So that's something. Not only that, which is also interesting, is the fact that you can also do it in projectiles. Not projectiles. You can also do it to. There we go. So there's the coin wallet. Sorry, I'll get into that and I'll get into what I'm talking about. There we go. What you can do is you can give it to items, and you can put it on items and gimmicks. So for example, it's not a matter of like Hamon, where if you interact with it, you get attacked with Hamon. In this, if you'll see in a second, it's actually about proximity. So it's like a proximity mine. So when they walk past, they get blown away, and it's really funny. Watch how Koichi gets blown away. Watch. Ah! So yeah, it's pretty cool that you can like set them as well with gimmicks and stage items and stuff like that. Also, next up we've got Sheer Heart Attack. Sheer Attack is another skill you can use. Of course, it follows them. But the thing that's really interesting about him is the fact, of course, as we know, he basically follows heat, and so in this, when he's following the heat. If for example, in the Joestar Mansion stage, sorry about that, in the Joestar Mansion stage, when it starts flaming, or you go into the corridor that's on fire as well, it will instantly go to the fire. So basically, if you're playing as him, you're like, oh no, I was aiming for the enemy and now it's gone into the fire. And if there's any attacks that cause fire, for example, ACDC or Abdul or something that can cause fire, that will also kind of like leave a fire in the stage, as we're about to see in a second. For example, here. He used it, Sheer Heart Attack, but I went straight for that fire. So that's kind of like, you know, that's really important that you aim it, like you're not in like a place like that. Especially in a Joestar Mansion, if you choose Kira, you're like, yeah, take this, I'm going to get you. I mean, there's still a lot to do, but you're just like, I want to use Sheer Heart Attack a lot, I really like it. And then you're in a Joestar Mansion, you're like, oh shit. But yeah, we got the different clothes. They didn't show off the, they didn't really show off the, Dead Man's Cue, because they've shown off the other kind of the other DL mission costumes in other players, other people's character gameplays. So this is pretty cool, the movie part anyway. So that was Kira Yoshikage basically. Really interesting that you can actually set the bombs in items as well. But the movie bit's pretty cool, we're about to see. So he meets up with Josuke, and he says, Higashigata Josuke, I never thought I would see you in this world. And of course Josuke's like, ah! You were run over! Spoilers! Sorry about that. Anyway, how do you feel about Kira Yoshikage? This version, of course, we know how Kawaji is going to play out. I actually prefer, like, the look of original Kira, and I like the way you can blow him up. And actually, he was my sub-main in All-Star Battle. My mains were Valentine and Part 8 JoJo and Josuke. But then as my like sub-main, like I'd be like, oh, I've played as these too much. I'm going to move on to my sub-main. Would normally be normal Kira, just because I love the... That was my favourite. I love that. Love that great... Heart attack, sorry. So anyway, that was Kira Yoshikage. I'm really looking forward to getting the game, and I'm really, as we all are, looking forward to play as him. Looking forward to the Kawajiri video as well, whenever that comes out. Tomorrow we have another 3 videos, and that is Kakyoing, Scary Monsters Diego Brando, and another character who I'm trying to think of, but I have forgot Diavolo, that's the one, Diavolo, sorry. So, of course, I'm going to do those. I might leave out Kakyoin, but if you want me to do Kakyoin as well, just in case he's changed from the demos, please say in the comments below. So anyway, how do you feel about all three characters? As you do, talk in the comments and stuff like that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for more!